is Jamie, and I'm a self-taught psychic medium, pet intuitive, and intuitive coach. And my purpose in this podcast is to help you feel more connected, at peace, living a life that has you feeling fulfilled in all directions, and to uplift you and bring whatever relevant information that I can, because doing psychic readings on the daily, I encounter a lot of stuff and we're all going through similar situations. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy.
Hello, welcome to another episode. My name is Jamie. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I am embracing all of the realness. And right now, if you can hear the rain or an echo, if anyone's watching this on YouTube, you guys will get the joke. It's funny. It's raining right now where I am, and I'm actually camping kind of with my dad who lives in an RV, but I decided last minute to make a fort out of sheets and pillows and blankets. So that's a little bit of shelter from the rain, and maybe it's very, very peaceful and stuff. But today I want to talk about a couple things, a confession that I have, and a little bit about embracing the awkwardness and just like really, really being your full self, your perfect self. But I had a realization that I've been holding back, and most of it's because of my fears of being accepted. There's so many motherfucking things, and that MF word is one of them, of me just not really being myself because I want to be accepted. I want to be liked. I want to reach everybody instead of just reaching my people. Because I guess when I'm editing my podcast, there's an explicit button, and I would push it in the beginning of like, hell yeah, this is explicit content. I drop an F-bomb in this, and I don't use that language around people that don't accept me, but I don't talk about aliens or dead people or any of that. So my podcast, my business podcast, we're going to do it all, share it all, talk about it all, really kind of create this community and our people. Talk about not all the love and light, not all of the downloads or the listen to this to better yourself. Nah, maybe what the fuck is going on with your life and why does it suck so much? And then of course it's in my nature to bring out the good in that, the positive in that. So what are you holding back, and how about don't? I'm sure we would all rather be doing less of what we think is people pleasing and more just being ourselves, finding our people, showing up exactly how we want to, and not holding back any of the F-bombs. So what is this? 14 episodes later, my reintroduction. Well, I'm 29 years old. I started my business in 2019 doing psychic readings for everyone. And when I say psychic readings for everyone, I mean everyone. So many free readings, so many answering quick questions or friends. Hey, what about this? Because you're psychic. What do you think about this? I was doing it all. I was exhausting myself. I was doing in-person readings here and there, which were a whole bunch of fun. Connecting to aliens, making YouTube videos about that. Really just sharing everything about everything on TikTok and all of the social medias. And I got burnt out. That everyone says, be careful, don't go. It's real, even when you're doing something that you love. So along with my physical burnout, I was also having like energetic burnout, where I started to question all of the people that are following me. Are they robots or are they real people? Why does everything just feel like crickets? Why do I have no energy or no motivation? Why are people able to book with me next week when it used to be months and months? But I'm really learning a lot about myself and things about the universe, especially from readings, where I'll give a psychic reading for someone and similar situation, feeling burnt out or lack of motivation. And their guides will be telling them all of these stuff of, remember that manifesting is still real. Remember that your attention and your energy, that you're creating this and it's okay, and you're attracting this and it's okay. But when I hang up the phone or when I close that Zoom meeting, I think that none of that really applies to my life. And I just now started getting out of that funk of everything by being myself, doing what I want to do, acting how I want to act. I lived in a townhouse by myself with my cat and my dog that I was renting. And in June, I decided that it wasn't in my best interest to be living there anymore. And for the past months, except for today and yesterday, kicking myself every day. You guys ever get that feeling of, if I could just change one thing in the entire world, my life would be so much better if I could just go back in time and make a different decision or do a different kind of thing. That was what was weighing on my mind every single day. The big mistake that I made, how I fucked over my future, how I didn't know what I was doing or what I was going to do, how I really hated couch surfing and how it fucking made me feel about my business and myself and my everything, my perspective, my outlook, my fucking crazy, amazing life. It doesn't feel good when you aren't comfortable or not being you. It doesn't feel good when you're trying to control or contain your crazy. And for me, it doesn't feel good to not talk about this stuff, the psychic stuff, hey, there's a ghost in the room right now. Hey, your grandma has a message. She's going to hate me if I don't pass it on. It doesn't feel good, and take it from me, it doesn't really work when we don't do the things that make us feel happy. I'm a college dropout for 2 different reasons, and they're both kind of funny. The first reason, I couldn't find my class. So I gave up. I called my dad. I said, I was crying. I said, I can't do this. I'm just not happy. I just can't do this. I can't find this place. I don't know what to do. I've just been driving in circles. I'm already late. And the main reason that I dropped out was, he said, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. And that was mind boggling. I tell this to people so much. And I think of this all the time of, you don't have to fucking do anything that you don't want to do. And maybe there's some moaner and groaners out there thinking about, I do have to go to work tomorrow, or I actually do have to do this, or I do have to pay my taxes or whatever. Maybe you don't. Maybe you can take that sentence or that mind frame and turn it around. Are you actually having to do something that you don't want to do? And why? An example that I have, I've been spending some time with my dad. I have a cabin that I'm renting where he's camping right now, but there's no furniture. And I didn't realize that there was literally like nothing. It's just a cabin. But something that he said yesterday, he lives in an RV. And when you tell people that, they think that's fucking amazing. That's cool as shit that you can do that you can travel, that you can be so happy, that you can work from home or save your money or whatever. But what I caught him saying was something along the lines of, he lives in an RV and he has to blah, 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 blah. Something that he was being forced to do. And in a split second, my head popped up of, you have to? No, you get to. You get to live in this RV. You get to travel. You get to go places. You got to save rent money. So what are you kind of saying throughout the day of, you have to do this? Do you have to do it, or do you get to do it? Do you have to pay taxes, or do you get to pay taxes? Because, well, I don't really have a good example there, but do you have to pay your bills, or do you get to pay your bills because you're lucky enough to have cable or a phone or a car? Do you have to go to work, or do you get to go to work? Do you have to stay at home, or do you get to stay at home? And are you remembering that manifesting is still real? I've been watching a lot of Animal Kingdom, whoever's been watching that. And I want to say, like, you get to do this, baby. You get to do all of this manifesting. What do you want in your life? Get excited about it. What do you deserve in your life? Write about it. What's not serving you? Get rid of it. Cut the cord, cut the ties, change the story, fuck with the narrative. That's something that I like to say about myself, that I really screw with narratives and what people kind of think of what I do versus what I actually kind of do. And staying, I don't even know if I got to the point of my story. I'm staying at Airbnbs kind of back and forth, and it's fun. It's freeing. It's adventurous. And while I've been doing that, I've been meeting so many people where when I was staying stagnant or feeling stuck, I used to think of like code words of, all right, someone asked me what I do for my job, my work, my business. What am I? Who am I? Business owner? Can I leave it at that? But no, I've been telling people, psychic medium, here's my business card. And those conversations have been amazing. Me being open and authentic and real and myself. Maybe you or we can do some kind of challenge where we do one thing every day that's something to do with us being ourselves a little bit more or doing what we want to be doing. I have something that I've been doing for the past couple of weeks, and I realize that it makes me happy. So I don't really care what people think about me. I wear socks with flip flops. Flip flops are my only pair of shoes because of my sweet puppy, but also they're my favorite pair of shoes. And I don't like my feet to get dirty. Unless I'm in a bed, I like to have socks on. So if I'm at the grocery store, I wear socks with flip flops. I don't think people look at me. I don't think people laugh about me. And I don't really even care. What's something that you can do that you do it because you want to? Is that eating SpongeBob ice cream, drinking wine in the morning, drinking coffee at night? Do you want to cut your hair? Do you want to get a tattoo? Do you want to get a psychic reading? That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Message me or whatever if you want to join me, and maybe we can create an event or something fun with this. I'm excited for no reason at all. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to float in the ocean with a pool noodle by myself. But it was a full moon recently, and this is crazy. Swear to God. I just literally pulled it up because I felt that there has some kind of new energy or something going on that I've been feeling, that hopefully you've been feeling. The full moon was Sunday, August 22nd. And you guys, the description of this is many will feel a strong desire to make a lot of radical changes and reclaim their freedom and sovereignty. This is an invitation to make different choices to reshape your future and your reality. And everyone's feeling a need to detach themselves from feeling restricted and stuff and really feeling true to ourselves. Isn't that kind of crazy? Maybe I tapped into something, or maybe I'm connected, or maybe we're all kind of connected. And let's fucking liberate ourselves and do what we want to do, be who we want to be, show up how we want to show up, say what we want to say. I hope that you're feeling inspired. I know that I certainly am. I'm also very, very excited about my September coaching class coming up. September 11th, my 4-week long course that I do every other month. This is so much fun. I think I told you guys, last month we connected to Gene Wilder, and it was a lot of fun. He was very goofy. He was very, very nice. He was very kind of in the comedian way where you don't know what he's going to say. And what he told us was a lot of the scenes and stuff from Willy Wonka, he just made up. He just surprised the director, whoever, and was a great, sweet, nice person. I didn't make a Patreon video about him because, well, honestly, my students kind of stole the show in that interview. So proud of them. Shout out to you guys. Miss you so much. Miss everyone in my group coaching classes. But my next one starting soon. And if you want to join that, send me a message, or you can just go ahead and sign up on my website. It's $400. And I do accept weekly payment plans because I want to reach everyone and anyone who wants to kind of go to the next level, grow their abilities, connect to their intuition or their spirit guides or their animals, and then how to do readings on people and how to connect to people in spirit, do all of the psychic mediumship kind of fun stuff, because we're all intuitive. And if you're interested in something like that, then it's very much available for you. I'm a self-taught psychic medium. And while I was very intuitive and have all these, cool kind of stories growing up, I really just did this because I thought it was cool and interesting. And I wanted to help people. And I knew and I believed to my core that it was very much possible. If you have that kind of drive or that desire, wanting to create or start your own kind of spiritual business, I just created a 3-month course for that as well. But this one's different. It's self-guided, where there's a lot of prompts and content for you to be using and stuff to get your own business exactly where you want it to be. And I also meet with the group who's in the course at the time every week. I'm excited about that. That's a lot of fun. The full price for this is $3,000, but right now it's 20% off. And if you guys have been in my group coaching classes before, you guys know that you get 20% off my services. So that's 40% off if you have your own kind of spiritual gig thing, business that you are wanting to really get taken off with. And then, of course, you guys know if you want to do a private reading with me, you can do so on my website. There's also links below, lots of different fun options on time length and what kind of style and what kind of reading that you want to do. But yeah, thanks so much for listening. Send me a message. Let's connect. Let's be friends. Be pretty fucking awesome if you wanted to leave a review on iTunes. I'm excited with this new kind of not really worrying about what people are thinking of me when they're listening to my podcast anymore. And thanks for sticking around and tuning in, and have a great one. Go do something that you want to do tomorrow. Remember, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. All right, take care.